guys, Brian Hilliard here, author of the best-selling book, Networking Like a Pro, and creator of the popular program, How to Find and Get More Paid Speaking Engagements. And I am fired up because we are going to talk about an area that comes up a lot when it comes to getting speaking in general. It's important, but certainly paid speaking engagements. And quite simply, it is this. It is you want to determine who your actual buying market is. All right, now buying market is a term that I use. It's a conversation around who is most likely to want to work with you. I talk about it in the context of a service professional. Let's say you're, a lawyer or a consultant or a coach or an accountant. Who is most likely, it could be other businesses too, but who is most likely to want to work with you and buy from you. And that's absolutely the case when it comes to getting paid speaking engagements, because you want to take a look at who is it that's most likely going to actually want to hear, what it is I'm going to say. Are we talking about business people, entrepreneurs, corporate people, nonprofits? Are we talking about franchisees? Who are we talking about? And this is just one of those perfect world conversations. I know for me, I have a conversation with business owners, association executives, and sales folks / supply partners. Okay, so I have a number of different presentations. So for business owners, it might be, how to talk so others will listen. For association executives, it might be, 5 key leadership principles for, high performance success. And for the supply partners, like the people who are in these associations, but are like sales folks, and even others, it might be how to overachieve without overcommitting. So I have some different things. It just depends on who the audience is. Now, I don't have 50 different things because that will get you in trouble as well, but I do have a few, all right? And the reason I do that is because I know for business owners, I wind up talking, the other thing I'll talk with them about is networking like a pro, and that will get me some clients on that regard. The other piece I told you about, the leadership, usually gets me more training. And then the other piece, to overachieve without overcommitting, I've got a boot camp for that on the back end, okay? So what you want to be able to do is, as an action step, let me ask you to do this. Sit down and come up with 2 or 3 buying markets, all right? Where you're like, I want to work with women, for example, or I want to work with, and I wouldn't just say women, I want to work with corporate women or corporate professionals or nonprofits. Don't feel like you just have to do one. That's fine. 2 or 3, totally fine. And then from there, what you can then do is you can then have a conversation about where those people will be. I think a lot of times it gets confusing because we try to go out and get paid to speak and lose track of what audience and what group and what constituency would actually want to hear us speak and would have somebody pull out their checkbook in order to do it. All right. So hopefully that makes sense. As a matter of fact, if you want, we can actually have a quick little call, a little 15, 20-minute call, a little, I call it a laser coaching session, put some of this good stuff into practice for you, kind of implement it and get it moving. That's something that I know for me. I listen to trainings and sometimes I take a lot of notes, sometimes I implement them, and sometimes I don't. Just life and business gets in the way. Totally no problem. What I do is I say, listen, let's not have that happen. Let's spend 15, 20 minutes. No charge, no sales pitch. Don't even worry about it. Let's talk about some of these things and get them implemented and integrated into your business. If that's something you want to do, there's a link below. You can schedule. First come, first serve, complimentary session, and we will be good to go. But in the meantime, my name is Brian Hilliard, saying so long, take care, and thanks so much for your time.